vlog for you. But before we start that, if you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing as we're bringing out new content all the time. I have a few bits that I need to get done, so I thought I'd bring you along with it. And if you want to check out our meals that we're having every evening, because we're doing the hashtag 3 Rivers Challenge, I post over on my Facebook group on the meals that we're having. So if you wanted to go over and have a look, feel free. I'll drop all the links in the description below, and I'm also on Instagram, Tumblr, Twitter. I'm everywhere. Okay, so let's jump into this vlog. Now in the last vlog you saw me start making this chicken broth. I actually made 8 pints. One of them didn't seal, so we used it for dinner, which is absolutely fine. I'm not mad when one doesn't seal, because it actually makes dinner easier because you use it. So I've got to label all of these. So let's start with that. This is chicken stock, and it all has been washed. It's all washed and dried. And I always do it on the day that I actually canned it. So I like to stay a good few days ahead of myself on the videoing, and that way I'm never in a rush. Now with this 3 Rivers Challenge we have been doing beautifully. I can tell you what we've been having. We've had chicken and rice. We've had beef stew. Oh crikey, trying to think, what else have we had? We have had lots of home canned food. I've always got jars that have just been washed up and empty, and that is one of the small jars. Sorry about my dogs, they're not going to behave. As you can see, every day we're using jars from the pantry, which is great, but that's why I like filling them. So as soon as I get a good few jars on my side, I do what 3 Rivers does. I think she waits till she's got 7 jars and she fills them with something. Anything will do, as long as they're filled and put back on the pantry shelf. And I think that is so, I think it's such a great idea. So these will go and be put on the pantry shelf, and they will be rotated through. I'm just going to pop these out of the way just for now. And then I can tell you what we're having for dinner tonight. In a moment. Okay, dinner tonight is tacos. I've got minced beef in my fridge that is defrosted and ready to go. This is tomorrow's dinner. It's been in my freezer and it is defrosting, so that'll be ready for tomorrow. I'll put that in the fridge in a bit. So we'll have that, we will turn into barbecue pulled pork tomorrow. So that's just a couple of our meals. Now I'm going to move on to making bread. This is heavy. Now I will show you what I was very blessed with at Christmas. And just turn it. Okay. I was blessed with a mock meal. That's the hopper. So I need to make bread, so we're going to be using this And let me see if I can sit you up where you can see. I think that's the best angle I can do. This is my muck meal. I've just got some wheat here. I may need to get some more. We'll just see how much this does. I'm still trying to learn on how much I need in that. Then take this top off, and that is my hopper in there. And we're going to turn it on. I've got this set to a 1, which is here. You move this little knob, and it goes all the way through to 10. You set it on 1 for this one. You switch it on first, and then you do this, but it is noisy, so I'll let you hear just a few seconds on how noisy it is, and then I will mute it for you.
Okay guys, I actually lost some footage here, and we are making bread and bread rolls.
Is in a bowl here. I'm just going to drizzle some olive oil in and rub that around the bowl just to stop it sticking. I'm hoping this olive oil is going to last me for this pantry challenge. And then this is going to get creative. Actually, I should have another one in. I normally buy 2 at a time. That's a lovely dough. So I'm just going to shape that into a ball. And then I'm going to leave it to rise for an hour or so. Oil all over it. Okay, that's done. That goes there. And that will sit for half an hour. Right, let me get the £1.50 pantry challenge items up, and then I will be back. Okay, this is the £1.50 challenge. This is 3 weeks there. We've got this week's here, but I'm just going to give you a recap on this. We have spaghetti, a tin of baby carrots, some red kidney beans, some spaghetti rings and sausages, some chopped tomatoes, some apricot halves, some pineapple slices, some rice pudding, and some hot dogs. That's the last 3 weeks. Now this week we have a pasta sauce. This is from, I believe, Morrison's. Pasta sauce, new potatoes, garden peas, and a pack of long grain rice. So that is 4 weeks there. Look at that. It's already starting to look like we're really getting somewhere now. So that's good. Let me get all this packed away and I'll be back. I picked some pansies from my garden. Can you believe that? We are 16th of January today, and I am still picking from the garden. Pansies and violas. Couldn't miss the opportunity because there was quite a few there. So, pop them on. they can go on the dehydrator. This is the first time in 2023 I'm putting the dehydrator on. Wow. Actually, before I do that, I wanted to have a quick word. Actually, let me get this done, and then I'll come back and have a word with what someone told me the other day. So, let me get this on the dehydrator and I'll be... Okay, what I wanted to tell you was, someone the other day I was talking to told me Costco was limiting sugar. Apparently you could pick up maximum of 3 on the 1 kilo ones. It comes in 1 kilo ones. I think there's 12, 15, whatever. You pick 3 packs of those up, but you could only pick up 1, I think it was 5 kilo bag, and there was no sacks of sugar, which is alarming. Has anyone else found that sugar is now being limited? I've looked online and it does seem so from Costco, so I don't know whether everywhere else is being affected or not. I have no idea. I thought I'd throw it out there. So if anyone else is finding that sugar is being limited, let me know. Drop it in the comments down below. I'd love to know where that is and how much, etc, to let us know, because I'm really hoping we're not going to have a sugar shortage, because that's not going to be fun. That's so not going to be fun. Luckily enough, I'm already stocked up with sugar, so I'm not going to over worry it, but it's just if I want to restock in sort of end of February, beginning of March, am I going to be able to find any? That is my concern right now, but we will see, we don't know, so who knows. But anyway, something else I have to do is I've got a bar of sunlight soap. I've had this for years and we're going to get round to using it. I grade it down and I put it into a jar and I put it in my washing machine to help with the soap nuts. Crikey. End of last year I started using soap nuts and found that brilliant, but this just gives it an extra boost, especially if you've got extra dirty clothes. I've got kids that like to play outside and get in the mud. Soap nuts don't always quite cut it enough, but with an extra, tablespoon or 2 of this in it, brings everything out lovely. So going to get that one done ready because my jar is empty. So I just keep kicking it across the floor. So let me set you on the tripod and we will start grinding this. Great. Now I have my food processor here. Good old food processor for the win. As you can see, my jar is empty. And you can see it's not clean because that is the soap powder, and I'm not going to worry about pushing that out. Just going to go straight in. Okay. Again, it's all noisy stuff this today, so I'm going to play some music while I grate this up. That way you won't have to hear it, only I get deafened. Which reminds me, my washing machine's playing up and I've got to ring the engineer up, see them do that, because if I don't, it floods my kitchen. It will just keep filling and filling and filling until there's so much water it pushes the door and then it all floods the kitchen. So I must ring up that. Not what we need, but it's not exactly as if I can do all the washing by hand. I don't mind doing some, that's fine, but it gets to a point where when there's 7 of you, that's a lot to wash. Okay, well, I'm getting soap everywhere, isn't that fun? I'm going to push that down in there. Just so I can get the lid on. There's plenty of room in there. That is another job done. And again, no waste. So let me wash up and clean up, and we should be able to start on that bread. Okay, because I can't be bothered to grease the pan, I've just stuck a non-stick liner in. That will work just fine. Non-stick mat on a baking tray will work just great for rolls. So, as you can see, that has come up lovely. So, right, let's get this loaf shaped. I'm just going to use this mat at the moment. Sealing in that seam. I'm just getting the surface tension on there nice. Okay, that'll do. As you can see, this bread looks beautiful in there. That's going on there. My oven is preheated on 200. Now we're going to make some rolls with the remaining dough. You don't have to weigh them, you can eyeball them. I like to weigh grams. There we are, let's zero it. 63. 66. Okay, I'm going to aim for 65 per one, thereabouts. I'm just going to shape them, and I pull in like that. And then gonna try and build up the surface tension just a little. Yeah, one. Do that to all the others. That's 6 there. Okay. Now, I'm going to brush it with some olive oil. And we're going to put it in the oven for 20 to 25 minutes. I start checking it around about 20 minutes. And then I let it go for as long as it needs from there on in. I'm going to put that straight into my preheated oven. Let's get these rolls. These can probably be left a little bit longer because they only take about 10-15 minutes. About 15 minutes usually. Okay, I'm just going to put that to one side. And I will bring you back when they are all nicely cooked. Okay guys, these are the rolls. They're still hot. Got the 7 rolls. And a beautiful loaf. Look at that. Okay guys, it's time for me to go and put my feet up before I start dinner. It's getting to that time of day. It's actually 25 to 6 of an evening. So I have to start on making the tacos soon. My kids are going to love it. It's everything that we've got in the pantry. We are still taking part in the 3 Rivers Challenge. And that is a pantry challenge, which is why you see me using fresh grains to mill, etc., because it's making sure that we work through all our grains so nothing expires, as well as everything else. Make sure we're working through and nothing expires. So as I said, we've got tacos tonight. If I remember, I will post a photo on Facebook and Instagram, so go and check all of those. All the links are down in the description below. You'll see all the photos and that of dinners and makes as I go along, things that I'm not filming. It's not always possible to film evening meals, it's just too hectic here. So I post photos, or if I forget to take a photo, which has happened several times, I just write up what we had. Like we had rice and chicken and what have you. So tomorrow this is the pork loin that we're going to cook up and do barbecue pulled pork. That's going to be great. Not sure whether we're going to have that with mash or rice. Probably mash because we've had rice. We'll see, who knows. But anyway, if you want to check out what we're doing, as I said, I post it everywhere, all on social media, just not necessarily in videos. So all the links to all of my social media will be down in the description below, and that is Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Tumblr, everywhere. Okay, so I'm going to go and put my feet up before I start dinner, and I will see you on the next one. Bye. Take care.